We've all seen reports of VA workers leaving the VA, and this is not good for veterans everywhere, and the question is, does this affect your disability claim?
Whiskey 9 Yankee 7 November Golf, over.
This is not gonna be good. A direct quote: "It was easier and quicker to look for the first thing that would have discredit a claim and close it out, rather than find ways to approve it." The article goes into the VA's Point System, which is in theory supposed to ensure that VSRs are doing what they're supposed to be doing, which again is not a bad thing, except when the time quota starts affecting how they are processing these claims. Quote, "A rigged quota system pits their livelihoods against the veterans they signed up to help." Meaning, VSRs, which are claims processors, were forced to make a decision without giving that veteran's claim the due diligence it needed to be adjudicated. Now, quotas aren't necessarily a bad thing. In this case, it's a time quota, so not how many have been approved, not how many have been denied, but how many have been adjudicated within this certain amount of time. And the time quota is what's causing all these issues. The article basically blames the PACT Act for all these influx of claims, which is probably true, and that makes me wonder if all these overwhelming reports of 0% PACT Act service-connected claims is a result of this time quota that this article discusses. You're falling in sand you can't get out of. So what can you do about this? And to be honest with you, there's only one thing you can do, which is submit an evidence-based claim. Evidence will save your life every single time. Now, what that looks like is submitting an in-service event and highlighting those records, making it easy for claims processors to see the evidence. That means getting a current diagnosis or current complaints of symptoms so a C&P examiner can make the diagnosis, and highlighting those records too. And the third one is the Nexus, which is making it clear as day for any examiner to see that this current diagnosis is related to military service. There is power in an independent medical opinion and a private DBQ, but most veterans don't need that option. If you've been denied and you have the evidence, that's when I start recommending a private IMO and a DBQ, but every veteran situation is different and most will not need a private IMO or DBQ.